What's up, Libra? Welcome to your reading with me, Shadow Sister Silva. And let's start with the crystal and we'll see which wild card oracle deck you get this week. Oh, beautiful. Libra is often having a heart chakra. I have had many readings with Libra, and heart is your chakra crystal. But remember that even that this is like when it's working, you're really able to love beautifully. The downside is that you fake the love. So you're faking your emotions. You should not fall into that trap like an actor. So be true lover. Let's start. I'm gonna put this. You will get this love card as your oracle. I'm gonna put it a little bit charging with your crystal first. Usually I give this also in my love readings, but especially this is like a weekly relationship related reading. Ooh, the Venus card was jumping even here. Yeah, I give this in the love reading usually anyway, this cards, but now it was one of the oracle cards for heart chakra. And next thing you will get one card. Okay, it's this from Lady Shatter's Lover. I was doing this in my Friday love readings since May to end of September, and I was reading captions from the book, and this is just a keyword. So this is now for your relationship. Shadow love reading. And yes, my golden pen lost the ink in some point. I had to start to use normal pen. So let me see. The other gentleman, it's Mr. Mellors. And I care for him. Ah, this is like a big revelation. Possibly Connie saying even to her own husband, partner, that she actually is in love with this gamekeeper. So it's like admitting to the true love openly, like it was not any more secret. So there's something about that in your love shadow relationship, like indeed that faking energy, like what is the true love? You should like admit to yourself and to others, who do you truly love? And don't be shy about saying it. Okay, let me take this one. This is the advice for your love reading. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. In the end of the reading, I will read from the book. Now we put this into the magician. So there's something like a foundational thing of your love life. Interestingly, is this even like being truthful about who you love. Let's put this Venus card here, standing next to the house. Building things lovingly, truthfully, honestly. And now we see your, no. Your person anyway. There is some person who loves you, even if you would know or not. And what that person thinks about you, we will see now. Or feels. Important, feel, not think. Grounding. Same territory as this foundation thing. Real you, so they love real you. Soul mission, integrating souls, truth deep, allow to feel from within, grounding, higher vibration, stability. Then I have wrote here also roots, origin, ancestors, wisdom, even star seed planted. Like your love for this person who really loves you is really just it go deep to the roots. It's like connected with the family even. Possibly like you have a family with this person, or like kids, or like you have really like a bamboo. It spends like 5 years putting roots down, and then suddenly it starts like a exponential growth, like everything is growing. But 5 years that bamboo tree has put like just roots, like this heart. It's underneath the ground, has been just rooting, and then comes this rose. Now let's put it here. That is like the true love is underneath the earth here as a seed. Yes. I should buy a new golden ink pen because it would be nice to see this, but anyway. Yes. Now we are starting your shadow love. So next thing I'm gonna see, it's like I want to spread. What is your shadow love? Very, very shaky things. What is your shadow love and what you need the most? Then positive aspect of the shadow. And let me charge a little longer with this heart. And then outcome when you're currently having this shadow in your love relationship. How it shows. How the shadow shows. So shadow is 10 of imps. So imps is wands. So it is like heavy. This shadow is like, usually this is like a man carrying like a big amount of wands, like it's like breaking the back. Like now I should read this like inversed. The shadow is often opposite of that. Let me consult this thing, because maybe it even becomes positive. The usual meaning is kind of negative, that you are like heavily working till your back hurts, you're breaking your back, it's like a burden. But because the shadow, it should be like an opposite. So it is there's a lot of problems then, accumulated problems. Flocking a dead horse, duty bound. Anyway, it's always kind of still negative. This is usually Sagittarius energy and root chakra energy, but how can I say this is then work? I have to open this all to understand, because this is like, this is your shadow, that there is this work, duties, has kind of, things have become a burden. Duty bound, resignated to fate. Problems, weight on the shoulder. Burnout. Uphill struggle. That would be a normal, but because it's in shadow, it should be kind of like a little bit obstacle. But it's still, I think that there is this meaning that there is like lot. Sometimes they say that when we have issues, I mean, now we're talking about shadow love, that what you need the most is like this one is having too much to carry. But eventually you have created the situation, like behind the shadow should be usually something positive. So maybe it's like almost like these are like matushka puppets. Like there will be always a new puppet underneath another devil. Like when you open it. And there is just endless possibilities of love, or like you are like a loving person in the bottom, but you have started to gather those things like souvenirs, like you just wanted to feel love or experience love, or like there is like all the thing that you just like a collector, you have taken another matushka puppet in your collection, or you have like start to gather things, but you cannot handle all this thing, and then some puppets keep falling and you would like to have them all, but you cannot handle all of this. This is too much for you. But the one that dropped, this you really love. Maybe this is the first puppet you ever got. First love. But you have this thing that you have really a lot. It's interesting. I have to continue because it's still not so clear, but grounding is important. There's something about this. Wounds are always like a willpower. Willing to do something, taking action, having a life purpose, but then is like a too much. You have maybe said, maybe the shadow here is that you have said too much yes, and you should have protect the most important or you should have seen that less is more. Yes, less is more, and you thought more is more. And in our nowadays world, we are so often in the business sense or whatever, always thinking more employers, more bigger, more money, more this, more that. And then not understanding that this one is already Matuska puppet having all the other puppets inside. It's like you don't have to have hundreds of Matuska puppet. One is enough. But now this one has dropped from you. And you are like kind of having too much on your plate. And that's fake. That's not, you cannot give, like you cannot, you just get like schizophrenic if you try to please everybody. You have to start saying no, and less is more. Yes, something like one love, more stability, more grounding, more foundation. Yeah, something, anyway, positive anyway, that you have this kind of like a more attitude being in the relationship. Ace of Bats, Ace of Sword. So this is always like a new beginning of communication or manifestation in this case. Powerful new beginning. You have been, able to, yes, have more, and then it's been like you have had your chances or something. But what can I say about that? Ace is always like some key knowledge, some like a really let's say divine direction for your life. Let's move on, but that's a positive thing. Maybe the one has becoming much more in focus. You have started to see what are really the things that you need in your life, what you really want, because indeed we can be lost if we don't know. We can be like lost in the world because there's so much opportunities, so much stuff happening. You can have so many hobbies, so many love interests also in the dating world, but then you are not focusing on anything, like a multitasking. This is like a multitasking. You should have just one love. But there's a positive side that you have been starting to notice, or the divine has been guiding you to notice what is really important. And you have here, this power animal is this polar bear and a ladybug here. But outcome when you have this shadow of multitasking, this more thing. Eight of bats. It's not only one bat anyway, it has kind of backfired. You are in the vicious circle. You're becoming mentally in the vicious circle. This is like a doing will energy, taking action. This is like stagnant, staying like your hands are tied, you cannot see clear, you are confused. But positive side of the shadow is that there has been coming kind of clear signs from divine, even possibly to guide you with some information that was good for you. Like it has been highlighted, the truth. Yeah, this is also possible truth. The truth becomes more evident the days go by. What is really important in life. But this is a vicious circle. Let's say this too. So this is, the shadow is showing like that. Behind this all could be this one true love. You have lost it. You have lost yourself in the world. And then you are surrounded by all this communication and things and demands and all this bad thoughts and all this kind of like a inner chat that is negative. And your hands are tied and you feel like you're blocked. You can do nothing because you have to do too much. Then you do nothing. From everything to nothing. Something like that is the shadow. And this is reminding you that there could be really this one bat. Bat is kind of very positive power animal. Could look into it. But you have here a ladybug and a polar bear. also showing this kind of white snow that is like a truth and honesty and the true loving energy. It would be the way to go. This reading gets very far, but I'm gonna read you now. Where is my little booklet? I'm gonna read you the love advice. Wait, I find the booklet. So consider your foundation. There's this two person looking about this beautiful house together. There's foxes here and some dogs, how you call it, these animals, some angels. So look how committed you are to love. Love means committing without guarantees. In love, we give ourselves completely in the hope it will be lasting. Love is an act of faith. Surround yourself with love and know that your life will be better for it. Strong relationships and love can come from friendship. For lasting love, support those you treasure and be a genuine friend, so your relationships are based on affection, common values, and shared respect. Take things slow. It is important not to rush. Release any fear you have about love. If a person brings out the best in you and you in them, things are on the right track. A couple embraces as they look at the charming cottage. We see the couple from the back, and this indicates you may not have the full picture. However, there is no need to push or control what is unfolding. The candles in the tree branches bring light and positive blessings to you. Yeah. These lights in the tree tells me about Christmas. Like there is something. One more power animal I forgot to show you. I took this pura vida here. This like a South American verb, pura vida. So maybe there is some key about living a really beautifully the life, Libra way, like a balanced, of course. But this shadow love is kind of like the outcome is this Eight of Swords, very hurting, vicious circle. Let me take one advice card from an ordinary shadow deck to show what that vicious circle could be. In your love relationship, you see closely, first of all, what is it in the normal life? Vicious circle showing up to be the cup. Outpouring love. Maybe there is something about how this can be, I don't know, drinking problem, how this can be a problem. This is really a lot of love. Maybe you are some kind of person who wanna kind of love everybody, like hard to say no. Your cup is overflowing. But you should know who is safe to love. But this is Ace. This is Ace. It's a cycle of emotions also. The vicious circle is cycle of emotions. Maybe you don't understand the depth of an emotion. That you are too much focused that the love has to be certain, and the all sides of love that can be also kind of negative emotions, then you are like not handling those. So you're avoiding something. This is showing the full circle of emotion, and you should not get paralyzed about that. You have this heart chakra even to love really. Okay, let me see from another deck. I want to help you just from the classic tarot. What would be to get out of that vicious circle? Talking about shadow love, shadow situation. This is cup again. But this is, remember in the past, innocence. So the innocence is lost. So the big cup, the innocence, that's what you lost in the process. You've lost this biggest innocence, that's the open heart. That's what you lost. And your heart being closed and frozen, like this is connected to even Kai and Gerda and the Snow Queen. So this is like, or even the son and the mother. Remember in the origin and the first love. It's talking even of the first love here. That's lost. The story, the Kai get like a devil's mirror in the eye and cannot see any more the Gerda's positive thing that is just innocent, loving, faithful partner, cannot see that as something valuable and just want this Snow Queen that is just like appearing to be beautiful and powerful, but is in true life totally cold and not offering the real life, just endless puzzles and suffering. So this would be behind the innocence. You have to get the innocence back. That's shadow work here. Kind of the ladybug is reminding also the innocent, my child, who is Libra, always see every ladybug on the way. She is really noticing them. It's funny, because then I notice them too. And then he's like, kind of asking, where is the ladybug now if it's not on our door that day? Anyway, those kind of childhood innocence, inner child healing would be in the key of you healing that inner child. That you would get access to that outpouring love, because now it's like frozen cup. There is also water here, but this is like a not going well. Okay, time goes very fast. What I can say more? I think Libra, this is your reading. Grounding is also leading you back to this kind of like where are your roots? Your kind of behind of all the suffering, behind of all pain, there is still the unhurt. That's key information of also of the heart chakra. So the love is never lost, it's there behind. So just dare to find it back. And this Pura Vida bird is here to remind that, like, just live your life in a beautiful, honest and joyful way. And build a great foundation. And be always talking truth. This is here. Already saying that you're able to do that if you really want. Anyway, I end your reading here now. Thank you for watching this, Libra, and see you next week.